Yes, legends, we have this horrible news. We got Mt. Gox and Germany selling billions of dollars worth of Bitcoin. Is this going to continue? This is something that we are going to talk about in today's live stream, of course. So make sure to stay tuned. In the next coming minutes, we're going to talk about many things here on Bitcoin analysis, also some other news that is going on. We're going to take a look at the levels. We have lost that big major level of support at the very low $63,000 range, currently trading at $61,200. We're going to be analyzing the situation, the levels of support and resistance, what would be a sign of strength, a sign of weakness. So make sure to stay tuned, absolutely destroy that like button, guys, on your way in as you do. And we're going to go through the comment section, say hello to the beautiful community. My goodness, what a major drop, guys. What a major drop that we have had just this morning. Central European time, depending on where you are in this world, we've had a drop on Bitcoin of a few $1,000s, losing that big major level of support that we did get a bounce from on Friday. We did hit that level last Friday, got a significant bounce of over $1,000, and today we have officially broken down from that value area low of the range between March and June. Now we have got an instant bounce here from the monthly level. Weekly and daily level that we do have right over here did not do much, as you can see on the chart. So we got that weekly level sitting at $61,400. Was also a daily level right over here at that level, okay, at that zone, and it just pierced through. The level that bounced very nicely was the monthly level. When we go to the monthly chart, we can see that monthly close and open that we did have here from April and May. And we know that monthly levels are very, very powerful. We can see the monthly level here from March and April that did get the rejection here, as you can see back in May. We only just slightly tapped that level just today, and we got an instant bounce of almost $1,000, around about $700-800. We managed to bounce from that monthly level. When we do go to the 1 hourly time frame and just check here, as you can see, now that weekly and daily level is providing resistance. Monthly level got the bounce, daily and weekly is resistance right now. So as we can see that resistance, when we zoom in on the lower time frame from this level on Bitcoin, no doubt that this breakout from this zone would be a local sign of strength. However, we need to be extremely cautious, as we do have obviously a possibility of an ABC scenario, a three-wave move to the upside to then find some resistance and come straight back down. That is, if we do break here the daily and the weekly, we want to be cautious for that sign of strength. No doubt that this is resistance, and this could roll back down to test the lows. So if you are attempting any short positions at this range, manage your risk accordingly with some invalidations above. Now, when we take a look at the VWAP, also it is sitting at the $62,000 range currently, and this is something that we want to be extremely cautious. If we do get that break above the daily and weekly, okay, VWAP obviously is also going to provide some resistance. We also got resistance today, slightly got above it, and then big rejection. The VWAP for day traders and scalpers is a major level to take into consideration. So that low here, where we do have from today's early price action here at $62,200, is no doubt a level that we have got supported. So we're going to have to analyze very carefully. If we do get this breakout, this could actually be resistance, and we're just going to smack back down. Something to take into consideration: the local lows of today, early this morning, and also the VWAP, where the price could form a three-wave structure and then smack back down. Downtrend is continuing here to the downside, and one of the main reasons why there is a lot of fear, we can see the fear and greed index going back to neutral. This was at greed and extreme greed last month, went down to greed during the last couple of weeks, and today officially back to neutral. So people can feel the pressure, they can feel, okay, the fear in the market. One of the main reasons why is we have Germany that is dumping $3 billion worth of Bitcoin, and now Mt. Gox is dumping $9 billion. As from the beginning of July, they're going to start their repayments from all of those people that got into Mt. Gox back in 2014, where it went bankrupt. And we are going to start seeing those payouts, okay, from July, which is just in 1 week, right? No doubt they have the power in dumping $9 billion worth of Bitcoin to make those payouts. Now, obviously, $9 billion worth of Bitcoin on an open market, on an exchange, if you want to market sell this amount of Bitcoin, there's no doubt there's going to be some big corrective moves because of this. So it's something to take into consideration. I don't want to fear everybody, but this is data. This is out there. Germany with over $3 billion. And just Mt. Gox with $9 billion. So it's a total of $12 billion right there in Bitcoin that could provide some big selling pressure. We've already seen the price of Bitcoin dropping based on this news. The fear has hit the market and we're already getting that corrective structure. So are we losing hope right now? Are we, is Bitcoin bearish? Is there a possibility that this has been the top of the bull run? I'm going to say, hey, this is still part of a corrective structure. We are still maintaining higher lows, higher time frame still looks pretty good. But hey, come on, we are at all-time highs. If people have been buying Bitcoin during 2022 drop and part of 2023, this is a zone where you're in profits, and taking some profits at all-time high zone, right? The previous all-time high zone, just in case whatever could happen, is not a bad idea. I wouldn't say sell all of your Bitcoin, obviously. I actually took profits on my Bitcoin at $50,000. I was buying aggressively and I did sell a little bit of my Bitcoin, very small amount, just over 1 Bitcoin at the $50,000 range, right? Just take some profits on this movement to the upside, just in case whatever could happen. So, taking profits at this range, if you have been buying the bear market levels, it makes sense, right? You want to sell some of that and take some profit. I would never sell all of my Bitcoin, obviously. I would ride it down to zero if necessary. But obviously, we are not going to see Bitcoin down to zero. It's just something that's not going to happen, right? At least in the next coming years, who knows? With an energy crisis and no computers, no internet, then yeah, maybe Bitcoin could not disappear because it runs on blockchain technology. Even though we have a blackout, it's not going to disappear from the face of the earth. But it could go to very low levels. Pure speculation, that of course. Let's talk about extreme bearish case scenarios, guys, because there is the extreme bearish case scenario. Shall we just bring a huge amount of FUD and fear on this live stream with pure technical analysis? Shall we just do that? Get people scared, all right? And then we're going to talk about the bullish case scenarios, of course. But as a trader, we need to take a look at bullish and bearish cases, all right? And let's just talk about the extreme bearish case scenario, which would be that double top. This is the end. No all-time high. And Bitcoin's just going to absolutely take a massive hit during the next coming weeks and months. The bearish case scenario is simple. It is looking at that ABC flat, and you are targeting here the most bearish one all the way down to the lows of the bear market. Is this possible, guys? I'm going to ask the community right now on a poll. What do you think? I told you long is wrong. I don't know why a fight with the trend. Yeah, no doubt. The higher time frame trend is bullish, right? So no doubt I got the long trade underwater, not stopped out just yet. No doubt that this is fighting the short-term time frame trend, okay? The trend on the last, during the last few weeks, no doubt is bearish, right? It's extremely bearish. we have a very, very aggressive downtrend. And yeah, no doubt that shorts are in your advantage based on day trading small swing trades. But when you zoom out, hey, you cannot say that the trend is bearish, right? It's just, you cannot say that the overall trend is bearish on the higher time frame. So, you know, speculating on some swing longs at these levels, it's acceptable, I would say. Now let's talk about the very bearish case scenario on the higher time frame. And I want to ask the community, guys, what do you think? Is $15,000 Bitcoin possible? Is 15K Bitcoin possible in the next 1 to 2 years? And I mean, I say no. Of course it's possible. I'm going to say, is 15K Bitcoin coming in the next, okay, because possible it is possible, obviously. Is $15,000 Bitcoin coming for the next 1 to 2 years, guys? Let me know right away your answer, yes or no, on the poll. I want to know if you are bearish. Are you feeling the fear, as fear and greed index is going from extreme greed to greed and now to neutral just today? So we are seeing here the fear, okay, starting to get into the market, which is usually kind of good, right? It's usually good. It usually gives us some great buying opportunities. However, this news is not helping us, guys. This right over here is not helping us. 3 billion, Germany, and Mt. Gox 9 billion. And they kind of officially saying, hey, you know, we are starting to pay, do the repayments from the investors from July. And yeah, this is not good. This is going to bring a lot of selling pressure. It is official. It is official that the selling pressure could likely continue for the next coming weeks till they actually, you know, start, you know, get repaying all of those investors from early 2014 and 15. So extreme Bitcoin is selling 50,000 Bitcoin. Let's go right away with the bearish case scenario. And I think that bearish case scenario, I think people are aware of it, which would be a flat ABC scenario right over here. Is this possible? Do we need to get out, guys, before the market drops in the next coming months? Because this is bullish till it's not, right? The moment, right, as TA guys, the moment we start losing levels, because every bull right now is going to find a next level of support. We're still at support. When are you going to be bearish? When it's already all the way down at much lower levels. So this is something that is obviously a thing that happens, right? You don't come bearish till you actually broken the entire market structure, but then it's kind of late to be bearish, right? So taking some off the table, and not all, it's all about taking some profits on portfolio based on Bitcoin, obviously not altcoins, because I'm actually starting to DCA onto some altcoins with this major drop, right? I'm buying a few of the altcoins, very small amounts. Okay, I'm not going all in, just very much aware of the scenario here of getting much lower levels in the next coming months. So altcoins, I'm buying my long-term portfolio. However, on Bitcoin, you want to consider, if you have been buying and you're in profits, it's just something to be aware of. There is a lot of FUD on the market, no doubt, but we do have some data. All right, we got the liquidity cycle that is in our favor. The global liquidity cycle that's in our favor. We should be in an uptrend on the global liquidity for the next 6 to 18 months, entering into even 2026. Okay, so that is bullish. That it has to be bullish. It's always been bullish for the markets and the risk on markets, and it's something that is going to happen. Something that is going to happen, that we're going to see the global liquidity pumping for the next 6 to 18 months. It's happened during the last few decades, and now we at the bottom levels here from the index, meaning that we are likely going to see higher levels. We're going to see liquidity pumping into the market. This is in our favor. Okay, global liquidity is in our favor for the next coming months. What is not in our favor in the short term is the possibility of, this was talked about yesterday as well, the interest rate cuts. Most of the people, okay, at least the people that I've been following and seeing on Twitter, are kind of bullish on the cuts of interest rate. And when you take a look at historical data, when you cut interest rates is when you get into the recession. It's when you get into the recession, when they start cutting, you get a plateau here. Look, you can see that plateau here in 2007. And as soon as they started cutting rates is when you got into the recession. No. And this happened also in the early 2000s and also in 1990. You got major cuts here. You got that recession already. So this is the thing. It's either a much larger drop on the markets and Bitcoin, get the drop first and get the liquidity pumping. Get the drop first based on interest rate cuts. And as soon as we have low interest rates, we getting the liquidity back inside of the, inside of the market. That's when the prices start to recover very drastically. But we need to be aware of, just as an investor as well, the possible downtrend that we could have continuing as soon as we get those interest rate cuts, which is not going to be looking good. And obviously this is not helping. We got the drops, Mt. Gox and Germany dumping Bitcoin. This is not helping, obviously. Legends, not helping. So the ultimate 𝗖𝗺𝗺𝗽𝗁, my man, thank you very much for joining the stream, my brother. If you haven't checked out 𝗖𝗺𝗺𝗽𝗁, guys, go and check him out. He goes live almost every day. He's got insane energy, much more energy than me, and provides great analysis, great community as well. Go and check him out, guys. 𝗖𝗺𝗺𝗽𝗁 here in the comment section. So as we're dumping, let's get that fear, guys. Let's get bearish. Let's talk about bearishness. We're going to talk about the levels of support, no doubt, in the next coming minutes, but let's go bearish, right? Let's go bearish. We are going down. We're going to go down to 50K and even to lower levels. Let's bring it on. So the bearish case scenario is the possibility of this being a flat B wave. Now, in a flat, you want to see 3 waves to the downside. There is a way to form 3 waves down here that we had in 2022. It is very much a possible and a realistic count right there. Now, the question is, have we topped out here at $73,000? Is this, and it is, I'm not going to say is it a 3-wave structure? It is a 3-wave structure for the moment, where we do have the wave A, wave B, and wave C right there. Oh my goodness, this just does not look good. Flat scenarios, guys. Flat scenarios are based on 3 waves, and then 5 waves, okay? And I don't want to, I don't want to talk about this. This does not look great. I don't like it. There is a possibility, and I was in the bullish side here, that we are still inside of the 3rd wave. Come on, this has to be the 4th wave, and we're going to need to get one more leg up to complete that C wave or 3rd wave. One more all-time high, as we do have billions of short liquidations up there. Now I can feel the fear. I can feel the pressure, because there is the possibility, and shout out to Aditya, who's an insane TA, guys. He's been following the channel here for many years, and he was telling me, hey, Andy, I think that this wave to the upside has finished based on 5 waves already to the upside. He was counting 5 waves here like this. And it's no doubt that there is a possibility. 3rd waves don't need to be the largest waves, but not the shortest. And I was like, come on, don't say that to me. Don't say that to me. Come on, Bitcoin is bullish. How can it be bearish? Look at all of the fundamental bullish news. But then there's obviously other things that we need to take into consideration. For this, like this example. Germany, Mt. Gox, right, billions of dollars dumping into the market. Well, that's not great, is it? That's not going to help Bitcoin go to above all-time high again. It's definitely not going to help. Then we have, obviously, the interest rate cuts. happening in the next coming months at some point, right? It's going to happen. July, August, September. It's going to happen at some point in the coming months, likely before the end of the year. That is when the recession strikes. It's happened every single time. It's happened every single time. Interest rates down, boom, recession. Interest rates down, recession. As you know, there's no interest rate cut that I can see here that's been bullish, or that we have not seen a recession. It happens every time we cut the rates. So come on, we're finding that plateau right now on the interest rates, right? We've been at 5.5 during the last few months, and yeah, what comes next? Interest rate cuts, then the markets get a big dump. Not happy, guys. Not happy. What we need to know is, thanks to the interest rate cuts, obviously we're going to start seeing money printer going on, and massive liquidity into the market, right? This is our saver. However, we need to take that hit. We need to be ready to take that hit, even though if it's a drop on Bitcoin of $15,000, $20,000, doesn't matter, a big market collapse. We are going to see that at some point. It's going to happen. We need to take the hit, guys. Portfolio needs to take a hit. So you need to hold like a man or like a woman, whatever. You need to hold on tight, but have some spare cash on the side. All right. I don't mind seeing my portfolio in the red. It's been in the red for a long time during 2018 to 2020, right? 2020. So we need to take that hit. We need to know that global liquidity is going to absolutely rocket, and we just need to take that hit, guys. Take the hit from the possible recession, market crash, and be ready to start DCAing, because the liquidity cycle will happen again. Take that hit. I'm down 70%, says 𝗖𝗺𝗵, sorry. Woo! Portfolio is not looking too great, guys. Altcoins are looking wrecked. I'm down also on my altcoin portfolio, but I am buying. I'm buying the red, guys. It's the only way, right? We either go to zero or go to hero regarding altcoins. Altcoins are just looking so cheap. Some of the altcoins that I've been buying are at the lows of 2023 and 2022. So it's like, come on, if I don't start DCAing here, right, slowly, where am I going to buy? I don't want to buy the pump, so I might as well buy the red, and it keeps dipping, and buy the red, and it keeps dipping. Story of my life from 2018 and 2019. It happened over here, and it was devastating, but it paid off in the end. Thank goodness to that. So about this, finishing, right? Because what is disturbing about this scenario is you can officially count the waves here to the upside, and also the corrective structure on this flat scenario here. You can officially count this. I don't want to count this, like an ABC. Come on, guys. No. I am worried. I am worried, guys. Are you worried? Based on portfolio, based on trading, it doesn't matter. We'll be finding some major day trading opportunities every single day, every single week. But I'm worried about this scenario. It's big fear in the market, right? Big fear in the market right now. Oh my goodness, is this the top? Are we going to get absolutely wrecked in the next coming months? Ooh, my goodness. Then there's the bullish case scenario, obviously. What if we have finished the third wave? This third wave has finished here. Now, the ultimate last bullish case scenario, because it is the last one, I'm sorry, I got to say, it is the last bullish case, is coming down to around about $48,000. If we do take a look at the wave, start of the wave 3 to the top of the wave 3, yeah, in between 43k and 49k is kind of your zone to maintain support if this were to be a fourth wave. It's just we cannot really go much lower than $43,000 if we want to still believe that we're going to have a bullish case, right? We start dropping below $56,000. This is not regarding Elliott wave theory. You can go absolutely crazy. There's a bullish case, there's a bearish case, and there's a neutral case. Let's talk about the internal levels of support and resistance, guys, because what would be a sign of strength for the bulls right now? There is no sign of strength, no sign of nothing of the bulls whatsoever. We're dropping down. Where are the bulls? Bulls have run away. Bulls are gone. Where are they? Come on, bulls. Come on out. We need you here at these levels to bounce back up. Obviously, the moment the bulls ran away, we had over $1 billion of short liquidation, of long liquidation, at this zone, guys. This was not good. This was not good. Massive amount of liquidations happening here. We got, billions of dollars of long liquidations. There was actually a lot of liquidity here. There was a lot of liquidity below 63K. Billions of dollars of long liquidations. Very aggressive. There's actually more billions here, right? Whoever's, I know that when you see this in the yellow, you might think, my goodness, there's a huge amount of liquidity above $72,000, $73,000. There's actually a lot of liquidity at 60K, 59K. There's billions still there. Not looking too great. Not looking too great at all. With this major drop, we have lost the value area low of this entire trading range, and we're just getting a little bit of support from the monthly level. Monthly level got a beautiful bounce today. It's a bit aggressive to get into that long, no doubt, but if you're watching the price action as you come down, the monthly level got a perfect reaction bounce of almost $1,000 of a bounce from that monthly level. Of course, that weekly and daily level is providing big resistance at the moment. So we had a nice weekly level that did not do absolutely anything as we were coming down. You can see that weekly close and open that was not hit. It was an untapped weekly level, and today we just went through it very easily on the lower time frames. It was insane. We got a big slice through the weekly and the daily, which is currently providing the resistance. It was not support, but it was very strong resistance. This daily weekly level, it's an acceptable short position, no doubt. You just need to manage risk accordingly, right? I wouldn't put stop loss too far away if you were attempting to short the daily and the weekly, and you're kind of wanting to target the lows, right? You're already getting a little bit of a reaction here, forming a higher low. No doubt that you want to take some profits at the 61878, just in case you're forming a three-wave structure here, right? And an ABC. So let's talk about the levels of resistance for some possible setups. And no doubt that would be the VWAP. VWAP and the local lows of today. These local lows from early this morning is no doubt going to be a simple support resistance flip. If we do get that breakout, we need to consider the possibility of a three-wave structure in a corrective move and then smack back down. So if we do take a look at the extension here, pivot low, pivot high, 1.1, okay, 1-to-1 extension is exactly where we have the VWAP. Oh, it's just going to be a rejection point. I want to believe that this would be a sign of strength that we do get back above the daily, the proven levels of resistance from the last few hours, which is sitting at 51,500. Yes, it can be a proven local sign of strength. However, we have a possible three-wave structure here, and we'll be hitting the 1-to-1. That is if this low is not taken here now in the next coming hours. If we do hit that 1-to-1 extension, we're hitting the VWAP, okay? Oh, this is going to be big resistance. You're just likely going to get a pullback right there. So this is a speculative short scalp day trade that you can get into, at least down to the daily and down to the weekly. Levels to take into consideration: VWAP is with the one-to-one extension. So just say that there is a miracle right now and Germany and Mt. Gox, instead of selling, they're starting to buy Bitcoin. Yeah, keep smoking some crack and keep dreaming, right? Because that's not going to happen. So, but anyway, just if we do get a relief bounce, big level of resistance is that VWAP and the 61,000 and the one-to-one, which is at 61,900. One-to-one extension if we were to get a rally here. This could definitely be an ABC three-wave structure. We are in a downtrend, and this level is likely going to provide us some local resistance, at least to come down to the daily and the weekly. Then we're going to have to see if that level is going to maintain as support, right? Because we are forming a little bit of higher lows here. A little bit of higher lows. So just imagine, you know, these are trading setups that I'm providing right now. 61,900 with a VWAP, bang, you get a reaction. Pullback is likely down to the daily and the weekly zone. Now the question is, this, if it breaks down that weekly and daily level again and the higher low support, extremely bearish. Of course, you would be looking for the price to just absolutely destroy that low from today. So we're in downtrend. Day trading shorts are in your advantage. We want to be paying very close attention to these levels of resistance. Of course, we want to have some invalidation points. If we do get a local double top scenario, even better on the 1 minute, 3 minute time frame. If we do get those double top scenarios, that is the best to manage risk. So you're basically getting on the rejection of the first high, and then you're putting stop loss at the high, and then you're looking for that pullback for the daily and the weekly. Then check the reaction here, take profit one. Depending on the reaction here, will it be a good long position? I don't think so. It's going to be a bit of a bear flag scenario, but it's if we form bullish CVD divergence here, we're forming higher lows on the price action and we form lower lows on the CVD, which is no doubt a possibility, right? If we do get to form more lower lows on the CVD, right? You get a rally, then you move down and you just move up here and then come down. You're forming bullish CVD divergence. You get a lot of people shorting right there at support, and you get a confirmed lower lows, and you're getting a reaction at that level at the daily and the weekly that has been providing that resistance today. And you get a proof of, a sign of support with bullish CVD divergence, right? Lower lows on the CVD, higher lows on price action. And if not, we're just breaking down, guys, and we're just going down to the lows, right? Talking about levels of resistance, this might just break down from here. Screw you, Bitcoin. We are breaking, we are possibly going to come down to test the lows, right? We got the bounce, we got the rejection from the daily and the weekly, big resistance. And maybe this has already been an ABC running flat. And yeah, bit of a pennant, bear flag. Smack down to the lows again, guys. Very much possible. But I personally would not short right now where we at currently. This daily, weekly was a bit of an aggressive short position. If we were to get the bounce here, we're forming higher lows. We are forming local bullish CVD divergence. We are forming some local bullish CVD divergence here. We haven't tested the high. When we do zoom in on the CVD, we have not tested this high right over here. The first bounce after the drop, and you are forming lower lows on the CVD. So yeah, no doubt, still very much a target zone here for the bulls. So if we were to get that movement up, guys, pay attention to the VWAP. It is also in confluence with the one-to-one extension from this local move. And if we take a look at Fibonacci from this local drop here, pivot high to the pivot low, we have the 618, which is slightly above the VWAP. 618 Fibonacci, VWAP, and the one-to-one extension. No doubt you got some confluence there. You got some resistance. That is a possible level for a rejection. So if we were to break down now, just let's come here and talk about, okay, if we are breaking down right now on the price of Bitcoin, what is our next level of support, which is our level of hope. We had the monthly level getting an insane bounce of over $1,000 today, last few hours. It did get a pretty nice bounce. Monthly level providing some support here. But what is the next level to get a quick reaction bounce? This is what you want to know. You just want to sit on your hands where we are currently till we get a major reaction, till we get a major move. And then we take the next possible trading setup, which would be the pivot low here. I like this pivot low that we do have on the 10th of May. This is classic. This is where I have a stop loss from a swing long position. Stop me out, and I would aggressively get into a long position if we do get that low being taken, and only if we get a swing failure pattern, right? So it's a level that I'm going to mark right there. And this is only for a scalp, because the monthly level, you could get into a quick long position, stop loss beneath the low, and quickly take those profits as you're hitting the daily and the weekly level. So if you do get that movement down, this is also almost in confluence with the 7/8 Fibonacci from the pivot low to the high. This is only a scalp day trade. Scalp day trade. This trade could be minutes, all right? This ain't a long level that I'm saying that we're going to go and break through here in the next coming days. Of course, it is possible. This is a scalp coming down to the 59,900 and creating a swing failure pattern from the 10th of May. Okay, lows, which is sitting at $60,100. This is no doubt a reaction zone, at least to the monthly. You are likely going to see this, guys. If you swing failure pattern and you don't have a falling knife, then you are going to see this level, okay, getting a reaction. Okay, well, as soon as the price gets above that pivot low, so you're going to have to zoom in on the lower time frames, and the monthly is a take profit zone without a doubt. Without a doubt, if you get that move to the downside, you SFP, you hit the 7/8 Fibonacci. This is a classic boom, bang. And you take profit no matter what from that swing failure pattern exactly at the monthly where you've got the bounce today. You get the heck out, guys. But the bounce is highly likely. This is for aggressive scalpers. Your swing failure pattern from the 10th of May lows, it's just a classic level for a quick swing failure pattern. It's a higher time frame, higher low. You're going to see the bounce there, guys. If you swing failure pattern, you're going to see the bounce at least to hit the monthly. I can tell you right now. So you want to be ready for that setup. And it's only a scalp. It's only a scalp, right? You sweep up the liquidity beneath this level and you get a quick instant bounce. Then we can analyze the situation at the monthly, because that monthly could definitely provide resistance. That monthly level at $60,630 that we did get a bounce today from, nice $1,000 bounce. If we were to break down here with volume and we get an instant bounce reaction, this could still provide that resistance and then just continue to the downside. So this level is going to be very interesting as well for another short. Daily and weekly today has provided an acceptable short. Daily, weekly level that just broke through resistance. Possibly back down to the lows. Break down the monthly. Swing failure pattern from the 10th of May lows. End the 7/8 Fibonacci on higher time frame. Bang. You're looking for this aggressive long setup to the monthly. And depending on how you react to that monthly level, then you're looking for the price to come back down to the lows. So really level to level trading here. Those are the major levels that we do have on the chart when we look internally at what is going on. So that is the scenario. We want to be cautious. You don't want to catch any falling knives. You just need to be aware of the price just dropping down very aggressively. The next big major level that you do have for a bounce is the 0.88 Fibonacci, which is in confluence with a daily level. You got a daily close. If you're an aggressive scalper and you're looking for quick trades, you're happy with some quick bounces or quick rejections of a few $100s, you have an untapped daily level close and open from the 1st and 2nd of May. and that is with the 0.88 Fibonacci. I have seen the 0.88 Fibonacci being more respected lately during the last few months than the 618 and the 78. So the 0.88 Fibonacci is just it's an insane Fibonacci level that we need to take into consideration, and that is in confluence with the daily level. You got that daily level right there. This is an instant bounce zone, guys. I will be happy to come back on the live stream and say, guys, we got an instant bounce. It is an aggressive long. The way you can trade this is not getting limit orders or longing as the price is beneath it. As soon as the price taps that level and manages to get above it, you enter you aggressive enter here with a long stop loss at the low, and you're looking for a significant bounce here. The 0.88 gets massive reactions during, at least from the last few months. We can take a look at several scenarios. So we want to take that 0.88 into consideration, especially because we have a daily level right there, right? We've got the daily close and open from the 1st and 2nd of May. Level to level, guys, despite the price going down or up, we're looking at levels of reaction. We are here to make trades and to make some gains. If you are not already signed up to an exchange, you have a great deal with BluffIng, guys. BluffIng is one of my favorite exchanges. They do have billions of dollars of liquidity, and you do get the best bonus available. $80,000 worth of bonus with the third link in the description. Trade on BluffIng to get $80,000 deposit bonus. The more you deposit and trade, the more airdrops you're going to get to the futures exchange to trade with, guys. Okay, check out BluffIng. It is no KYC for a long time. Just with an email and a password, you can start trading in no time. So scalping levels, like I said, levels of support, we got a few of them. We have the lows of the 10th of May, which is in confluence with the 7/8 Fibonacci. Level of support for an instant bounce. The only way you can trade this is as you tap beneath the level and get above it. You are getting into the bounce, not into the falling knife. It is important not to long as you're dropping down. It's important to long as you're getting the bounce, and you just snipe along with the bounce to see if you do get that significant rise. You do not long the pullback. You do not long the falling knife. You long as you get a reaction and you get back above the level. So that is what I'm looking at here. And obviously stop loss is beneath the low, right? If you're wrong, you just get stopped out and you're not burning your account. Level number 1, 59,900 to 60,100. This is the pivot low right there. Clear liquidity grab, boom, instant bounce to the monthly, which is sitting at 60,600 range. There's a nice bounce of over $500 for a quick scalp day trade. You break through here, this level does not do anything. You're looking at the 0.88 Fibonacci with the daily in confluence to get an instant reaction. This could bring a significant rise, okay, back to the lows right over here from the 10th of May. This could bring a significant rise, a significant nice bounce. So pay attention to those levels, to those scenarios. And if we just break down and we just go to much lower, we're just going to go down to test the lows, guys, here. If we just break down, maintain some of those short positions if you are in some short positions. And because, you know, if we do break down from here, we are going to see a possible significant drop. The fear that I have is that if we break down the lows from the 1st of May at $56,000, ooh, this is going to go down, guys. It's going to go down to the $50,000 range because we have this right over here. What does this mean? This means that we have a massive gap. No, there's nada here. There's nothing. There's no support. There's no support here? And I need support for the price to bounce. Oh my goodness, if we lose the lows from the 1st of May, then yeah, well, there's no doubt we can look for this consolidation, see if that gets a reaction at $50,000. So yeah, overall, we need to form a range. We need to find a proof. We need to see a little bit of proof of support, form a little bit of a range here, guys, for us to say, right, this is holding and we could be looking for long positions. Anybody that wants to get into a swing long position at these levels, I think we need to see a little bit of a range, see a little bit of proof of support. Okay, guys, this level is holding. We can start being exciting now as we are stopping at this level, but we are not stopping. We just only dropped today, so we need to stop here for a little bit. The consolidations is going to give us the sign that the price might reverse. We need a few candlesticks here on the daily to see, oh, well, this is actually holding. We could actually get a bounce. So until that happens, I would stay very cautious with any people longing at this level. The levels that I provided here is scalp longs. This is in and out. The levels that I provided just 10 minutes ago, this is like bang, in, boom, out, in and out. If you start effing around with your long positions, expecting a much larger recovery for the next coming days, the price is going to get the bounce. You're going to be in profit. And if you did not take those profits at the resistance levels, you're going to get stopped back. You're going to get stopped basically, right? These are quick, aggressive, long scenarios that I provided, okay, now in the last 10 minutes, right? We've got the 0.88 Fibonacci with the daily, and you got this low with a 0.78. These are quick reaction levels. You're just looking for a quick little bounce. If you come back down to the daily here and to the 0.88 Fibonacci, boom, quick little bounce. You are just getting in and you're being defensive with your stop loss. And it's a it's a very aggressive long position, no doubt. Then obviously the resistance zones is where you're looking for these short positions, right? Like I said, that monthly, that weekly, that daily, those levels are the ones that you're looking for resistance as well. Just like right now that we are providing that resistance with the weekly and daily. My goodness, this is just daily and monthly levels. They're insane. They provide very strong support and resistance. Now, of course, this did not provide support, so you're not getting into any type of long position at this zone. The long position here at the monthly, very acceptable. And the short here, very acceptable as well. I would have taken some profits on the move down based on a possibility of an ABC three-wave structure. But it would leave part of that trade open, obviously, to come and claim the lows, right? You're always targeting the lows when you're looking for the downtrend, right? Short, and take profit. So, yeah, no doubt. Yeah, we just got a lot of selling pressure. We got a lot of fear, guys. So we could expect the price to go to much lower levels. Guys, smash up that like button if you want. Share some love. I'm giving a Trezor hardware wallet if this live stream gets over 500 likes. And you comment down below, Trezor hardware wallet, okay, sent to you directly. And you might think to yourself, get lost. I don't want a Trezor hardware wallet. My crypto is worth nothing. What am I going to save? Cryptos that are dumping? Yeah, guys, come on. It will recover, not to worry. But Trezor hardware wallet, okay, if we do get over 500 likes in this live stream and you comment down below, you could win a Trezor hardware wallet, right? Why not? I love this market. Always money to be taken. Free. Absolutely. There's always opportunities. There's always scenarios. Intraday scalps, don't be greedy. Yeah, intraday scalps, do not be greedy. Do not be greedy. These are small little movements of a few $100s. The levels that we are providing today are small little movements. Just like one that we provided a few days ago, we got an instant reaction bounce from this pivot low. Who remembers this bounce that we had on the 18th of Tuesday? This was provided on a live stream saying, you know, guys, this is just, we got an instant bounce of over $1,000 from that level. Look at the wick. We talked about this level for several days. This higher low, classic, first higher low right there. And this is a higher low as well. So this level is likely to get a reaction. It's a liquidity grab zone. Be ready for a sniper long, okay? And be quick as taking profits as you do get that pump of a few $100s. Don't be married to that, trade. You're technical. You're taking profits at the monthly, for example. That would be a bounce of a $500 already. Get in, get out. Consider a short position depending on if you're reacting at that monthly level as well, right? Which is at $60,600. This bounce was really good. We talked about that bounce just last week, okay? Reaction bounce, and we talked about it for a long time. I think I was about 3 days talking about that level, guys, to get a bounce. We were moving down and saying, guys, this level, we're looking for a bounce of at least $500, right? To claim this low over here. We got the bounce. It's this wick right there. This horizontal line, it was a quick swing failure pattern. Boom, big reaction bounce here of round about $1,000, you know, just round about to this level. So from 64.5 to 65.6, right? Just over $1,000 of a bounce right there to get in and start taking those profits as you move here already to these lows, right? We talked about these lows right there already to take some profits. $500 bounce, boom, start getting out, guys. It's been a good trade. This is the same scenario from this level. It's the same thing. Same thing. You will likely see, if we do continue down here in the next coming, you know, between today and tomorrow, you are going to see that. You're going to see this. You're going to see this. Now, it's all depending on you to see if you're going to snipe along, you're going to put your stop loss beneath the low, and you're going to get that bounce of $500 plus, and you're going to start locking those profits. You're going to see the same thing here, guys. Same thing. This level will likely be respected as it is higher time frame, higher low. Higher time frame, higher lows, they do get a reaction. They do get a reaction. They do get a reaction. Look at this lower high right there. Look at this lower high here. Look at this higher time frame lower high. Hit the level, pull back. Look at this one right there. Hit the level, pull back. And this is over $1,000 of a pullback. Higher time frame, higher lows, lower highs, they get respected. They are liquidity zones, and you are going to get a reaction. Pay attention here because you got an extreme high probability trading setup where you can manage your risk. If you only take these kind of trades, you are going to end up in the green, obviously. At the end, look at the DXY on the 1 hourly. Doctor, I am. Let's go to 0. No, let's not go to 0. Let's not go to 0, legends. Why would we want to go to 0? Smash up that like button right away, guys. You lazy boogers. Less than 200 likes. Come on, legends. I'm going to go through the comment section. We've talked about Bitcoin. We've talked about Bitcoin already. So we're going to go through the comment section, say hello to the beautiful community. DXY on the 1 hourly. Yeah. Hopefully we're going to get this drop continuing to the downside. That will give us a chance to recover. That would give us a chance to recover. Looking at the DXY right now, it is forming a little bit of a wedgie structure. It is a bit wedgy right now. It kind of looks like we're breaking out from this kind of wedgie uptrend that we formed during the last couple of weeks. So yeah, if DXY starts dropping down this week, we could get a pretty nice recovery. It could help the price of Bitcoin to find support here. Because what is interesting about the price of Bitcoin as well, we do have a higher time frame support level. We do have a higher time frame level of support, which is, it's just a trend line support, right? I wouldn't say it's a major level of support. It's just a trend line from a higher low, right? The higher low from this consolidation that we did have back in February, and this higher low over here, it's hitting that higher low. So, it's a trend line. It's a trend line. It's a trend line. Trend lines are really not much of a big deal, but yeah, we could give it a chance. We can give it a chance. It's the monthly. It's a higher low support trend line on higher time frame. We got that monthly level holding quite nicely. So, hey, who knows? It might get a bounce on the higher time frame. If we start consolidating here in the next coming days, right? If we start getting a bit of choppy action here, then we're going to probably start forming some nice momentum to the upside. If we start holding, if we just got this dump and we start going sideways here, not breaking down, then I'm going to say, hey, this looks pretty good. I would speculate on some swing longs at this level if we do maintain this level as support. Why not? Absolutely yes. Let's go. Let's go. After September, you will see the most important turning point of this cycle. Okay, is that to the upside or to the downside? Are you talking about a turning point on the lower time frames, right? Or are you talking about a turning point on the higher time frames, which is going to be bearish? Because a turning point on higher time frames would be down. Are you talking about a September turning point to be bullish or bearish? Let me know what time frame. Because locally we are bearish, but higher time frame we are bullish. So I need to know the time frame of the turning point, right? Smash up the like button. Carlos said, man, how you doing, my brother? Thanks for joining the stream. Upside. Okay, cool. Thank you, Murat, thank you very much for confirming that about the turning point to the upside. From September, turning point to the upside. The most bearish case scenario for the bulls, if that makes sense, is coming down to the 50% to 618 Fibonacci from this possible wave 3. Let me just get a bit of this mess out of the way and put a bit of a cleaner chart. Coming down to $48,000 range, which would be the 50% Fibonacci from this local pump, is the only hope for the bulls right there. If you are following Elliott wave, market structure with Elliott wave theory, because you would be speculating that this is the fourth wave, and then we're looking for that last fifth leg here to the upside, entering into 2025. Yeah, you don't want to lose that level. And the main reason why, just in case, guys, just to give the explanation, if this already is 5 waves completed here, right? This is 5 waves completed. If we were to count this, and we are inside of a fourth wave, and this is going to be devastating right now because we formed an A wave or a W wave, a B wave or an X wave, and then we're coming down here in a C wave or a Y wave, right? If you're looking at a WXY, and you don't want to come down much lower than the 618 for a fourth wave here on higher time frames. You don't want to do that. So that this zone in between 49k and 43k is kind of the ultimate bullish case for the bulls. And I could say that it would make sense. It would make sense. So find some proof of support, go sideways, get some more bullish news, ETFs, inflows, and then look for the reversal, right? That's higher time frame scenario. There's a possible higher time frame scenario, right? So, tip for any holders in the house. Jupiter is worth a consolidation bag. Okay, we got more shilling here in the comment section. More shilling. Aditya, my brother, thanks for joining the stream. As always, giving power to the community. Alt season by August. 56k double bottom for Bitcoin, says AFF. Could we see a double bottom from $56,000? That is your take right there. If we do lose this low, I'm very, very skeptical about this being a double bottom, to be honest. You have a big gap here. I mean, there's no doubt you're going to get a quick reaction. So I think a scalp long, if you SFP on lower time frames from that pivot, no doubt you're likely going to bounce a few $100s. You can get into quick aggressive scalp, manage risk accordingly with your stop loss, be defensive, and take advantage of a quick scalp. On higher time frames, of course, you're just going to have to check how the price reacts at that zone. And then, depending if we do hold that low from the 1st of May, then we'll analyze the situation there accordingly. But no doubt a quick reaction scalp long is on the cards, without a doubt. Now, if we were, if you break down from this level, if this does not SFP, you got a huge, massive gap here. You got an order block right over here at the 50k levels, 50k to 51k. Order block right there. And if you don't hold 56k, then you're going sub $53,000, right? It's just a fact that is going to happen. So yeah, double bottom. Yeah, we'll cross that bridge once we get there, right? We could even hold this range now in the next coming days and get an epic bounce. So yeah, this is still a level to take into consideration once we hit it. Once we hit it and go sideways, we can take it into consideration. However, if you are an aggressive scalper, this is no doubt a quick swing failure pattern level, okay? No doubt on the 1 minute, 3 minute time frame, this could be a level that is hit and you get an instant quick bounce of a few $100s. Without a doubt. Liquidity grab, filling some long orders, and the price reaction is instant to the upside. You just get an instant bot, okay? Limit order reaction at that level, and it's no doubt a zone where I would set some alerts if you're an aggressive scalper, because it's worth that possible quick long. Gold is dumping too. Shall we take a look at gold? What the heck is going on with gold? Gold is pumping right now, but it did get a major drop here on Friday. But gold is pumping. Gold is pumping. Okay, gold is pumping too. Sorry, I thought you said dumping. Gold is getting a bit of a pump, and I think that has to do with the DXY dropping, right? DXY is getting a little bit of a hit right now during the last few hours. So yeah, that is no doubt giving that pump on gold. Bitcoin's getting a bit of a pump right now. Can we manage to break through that weekly and daily level? Well, we're going to have to take into consideration those levels, guys. The VWAP, pay attention to the VWAP. Pay attention to the 1.618 extension on Fibonacci, 1.618 and 1236. That is the zone. That is the zone where the price could get a reaction and a rejection. Probably want to break through here. Let's go Bitcoin. Let's go gold. Let's go. 5 minute candles. We have just had a $500 gain in the past 15 minutes. Yeah, we have. We've got a nice bounce here. Nice move. So we are maintaining here support. We are maintaining support right there. Could we get that breakthrough? Let's check the reaction at VWAP and the 1-to-1 extension, 1236. If we start getting choppy here at this support resistance flip, not breaking successfully the VWAP, having a couple of attempts, no doubt we're looking for that roll back down here, guys. We're looking for that roll back down if we were to break the weekly and daily level. And if we do just smash through, game on. Game on, guys. We're pumping. Game on. If we start getting above the VWAP and this local low of today with no major reaction and price just boom, 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 we get an inverted Bart Simpson pattern here on the lower time frames. Game on, guys. Game on. That would be absolutely wonderful to get that recovery right away. Long from 61K. Okay. You good. I guess you good. 61K-ish. Not bad. I hope you're managing risk. I would love to know where your stop loss is. I assume your stop would be beneath these lows or beneath this low. I mean, the monthly level for a long was acceptable. It was an aggressive, quick entry. Bang, you would have taken most of profits at the daily, weekly, at least me, if I would have longed that level. And I would have put stop loss beneath the low, obviously, from that reaction. But no doubt I'd take profit at the daily, weekly. That is providing resistance. That is no doubt a take profit zone. But yeah, the perfect long would have been that monthly level at 60,700, right? As you're getting the reaction. Learn from the best. My brother, Oriel, I long from $61,000. So if you long 61K, yeah, probably long in the higher low support. Or long in the reaction from the monthly level. Tony, tell the bears that you're in a long position. Right, pump. We are pumping, but we're getting the reaction here at the monthly, at the weekly, and the daily level again, legends. CME gap on BTC. Very true. We do have a weekend CME gap. Let's take a look at that. BTC1, which is the futures. BTC1, we can take a look at the CME Bitcoin futures. We have left a weekend gap. Could we go and close it? I'm not a fan of CME gaps, to be honest, because if you would have hoped today that we were going to get a bounce at some point to fill in that gap of CME, which is sitting at $64,000, it's really not something tradable, in my opinion. You know, how do you trade CME gaps? Because a lot of people usually are saying, oh, we got a CME gap, we're going to go and fill it, and then your price is going against you, and like, oh my goodness, you know, where do you long? Where do you? There's no strategy based on the gaps. I think that there is a scenario of filling the gap, and once the gap is filled, you can get the price reversing. So as the gap is filled, sometimes it is kind of filled to the dollar, right? You can put a stop loss above the highs, and you can fill the gap and then get a major pullback. You know, I'm really not a gap trader. I don't know how to trade them. But yeah, you can say that they get filled and then they reverse. Not a fan of gaps. Not a fan of gaps. But we do have a CME futures gap here at 64,000 to 64,400, right? That was the weekend gap that was created. So could we fill it? Absolutely yes. Absolutely yes. WLD at a good entry point. What's up, legends? Tortuga, my brother, how are you doing? Thanks for joining the stream. I longed 60,800, says MK1. You're an absolute legend. You basically catch the bottom almost right this from this local pump. I'm not sure if you're scalping, if you're day trading, or if you're swing trading, but this is big resistance. You want to take some profits. If you're scalping, you're getting a bounce already of over $600-700, and it's providing resistance. You know, leave some open, but definitely take some profit if you got that good entry at 60,800. I think we will find support between 59.7 and 60K, says the visionary. This is just highly manipulated gambling, game with no law possible to put into order, says Ivan Boras. Hey, it's not gambling. You just need to know how to manage risk and understand where the levels can get a reaction. Look at this monthly chart right over here, right? Just with these levels on the monthly and the daily. I just want to explain to you so you can realize that, you know, the technical levels do get reactions, okay? Look at the monthly close and open. This is the monthly candlesticks. Monthly close from April, okay? Monthly open, sorry. Monthly close of April and monthly open from May. This level has just revisited right now the previous monthly close and open. Just today, just check here, this purple horizontal line, how we got a beautiful reaction just by tapping that level. We tapped the monthly level and we got a bounce. And the level that we are getting resistance, that would be a take profit zone, is the weekly and daily level. What do you mean about the weekly and daily level? Well, it's when you go and zoom out, you can see you have the weekly close and open here from the second week of May. This zone did not provide support because it just blasted through the level, right? We just sliced through the level very, very nicely, very, very quick. So there's no long to be taken. You need a reaction at that level to take a long. The reaction happened in the monthly. So you're not longing below the monthly. You're longing just as you're getting above the monthly. And obviously you're taking profits here. And as a weekly or a daily level does not get a reaction, you just don't do anything. If you slice through, you don't do anything. You just enjoy the price, how it slices through. You got your next level, which is important, which is that monthly. And then if you do get a reaction, you start coming back up the monthly level, then that is when you sniper and you look for the bounce, right? And you put a stop loss beneath the low, managing your risk accordingly as always. So yeah, just a little bit of an explanation here, because this is not gambling. There is much higher probability than any game out there, right? If you're looking at, you know, cards, poker, roulette, or any of that, there's much more higher probability when you're trading, okay? So this is far away from gambling if you have a strategy and you manage your risk. There's, you know, Okay, without a doubt. So just want to make you understand that. Ascending wedge on the weekly on BTC, he says Vincenzo. He says head and shoulder or a head and shoulder. Ascending wedge on the weekly. Playing out. Ascending wedge on the weekly. Let's go right away and check that out. Ascending wedge on the weekly. Let's clean the chart here. Ascending wedge on the weekly. I do not know where you would connect your higher lows. Ascending wedge on the weekly. Oh, I don't know where you are taking a look at the pivots here. Yeah, no, I don't see any ascending wedge, and I don't see any head and shoulder, to be honest. I don't see any head and shoulder here. Anyway, interesting. Retail gamble, professionals trade. Yeah, retail's gamble. That is no doubt. That you said that right. So many things, so many factors to take into consideration, okay, when you're trading. Many levels, many scenarios, confluences that you need to take into consideration. The higher time frame, lower time frame, Fibonacci, just so many things. But most importantly, risk management. If you don't know how to manage your risk, you're just going to get wrecked. And this is what happens to most of the people. They risk too much and they get wrecked. And it happens on and on again. The first 2 years of me of trading, I was getting consistently wrecked. It's just natural. You have a few weeks that you're in a profit and then you get wrecked. It's just something that happens naturally on your first couple of years of trading. And I risk very small amounts at the moment and just slowly build them up. I don't build a massive position and be underwater and say, I'm going to add to the position. I will be adding to the position. I'll be adding to the position. And, if you get a major drop, you're just going to get wrecked. Right? So none of that BS. We do not do that. We have invalidations. We have either day trades or scalp trades, swing trades, and have invalidation points. And if you get stopped out, you just accept the loss as you have managed your risk very, very good with a 1 to 3% max loss of your capital. I think he means from 2014 till now. Wow, on the weekly time frame, ascending wedge. That has to be looked at with the I think you're looking at the logarithmic chart, and I have to say that you cannot use patterns on logarithmic, okay? You cannot look at trend lines or patterns when you're looking at the logarithmic, okay? We've got some bubbles here for some reason. Don't know why I got these bubbles, but we'll get them off the chart. You are possibly looking at the logarithmic and you're saying that there's an ascending wedge on, this logarithmic is not to put any trend lines or anything, okay? Because it's an exponential growth. There's no trend line breakouts or anything on logarithmic, okay? Because it's an exponential growth of something, and there's no patterns or wedges or anything on logarithmic, okay? You always need to take a look at it on the regular chart if you want to take a look at some patterns. So there's no wedge structure that you could be forming here since 2008, unless you put the logarithmic chart, and obviously that is invalidated because logarithmic is an exponential growth, and you're going to see it come down trend lines and go up trend lines, and it's just not possible. Greed has very short legs. H+, yes sir. Hope we get back to the VWAP so I can take some profits on this long. Yes, very, very possible. Let's see if we do manage to, we are getting that massive resistance from the weekly and the daily level. It's providing so much resistance, but if you're in a long position, this is, no doubt a take profit one. So you're saying if we do get up to the VWAP, then I can take some more profits. Yeah, absolutely yes. No doubt. No doubt that VWAP and the one-to-one extension here from this move would be a take profit too if you're in any type of long positions here, okay? You're in downtrend. If you're longing, you want to be smart and you want to take some profits and understand that this bounce can come straight back down. I would even see the reaction here at the VWAP and this pivot low. If you do get choppiness and a bit of a double toppy range, something similar to this. If you get a choppy momentum here on lower time frames, would consider the short even. So yeah, let's see how we react. If we blast through that level, absolutely wonderful. We're forming an inverted Bart-Simpson pattern and we're off to the races. Andy, please check Dogecoin. Shall we take a look at Dogecoin here, legends? For Dogecoin, my goodness. Dogecoin, I know altcoins are getting wrecked. Altcoins are getting absolutely wrecked. Which is, ooh, wow. I mean, it's testing the lows. It lost the Valley area low, just like Bitcoin. Very interesting zone, eh? Because you're testing the lows of the entire range of March, April, right? It's an interesting area. You're just basically at the lows. It really depends on what Bitcoin does for the next coming days. No doubt Bitcoin could find some support, but Dogecoin is the number one meme coin. If you want to speculate on any meme coins for the long term for a 4-5x return, realistically, forget about the 50x's and 100x's, guys. You're going to get wrecked if you were looking for those 100x altcoins, especially the ones that are being created now the last few weeks on the Solana blockchain. My goodness, how so many rug pulls, guys, on meme coins created during the last few weeks. Be cautious investing in that. Be safe. And I think Dogecoin being the number one most legit meme coin, the number one meme coin with an insane track record, right, of over 10 years now, it will follow market cycles nicely. So yeah, I think it's Dogecoin. If you're looking for a realistic 5x, it's already looking pretty good for DCAing, because no doubt this one will recover back up in the next coming months. Now, regarding trading setups on Dogecoin, it is formed a little bit of a double bottom. So if you want to speculate right now on a potential bounce, you can manage risk very, very nicely. I mean, the ideal long would have been just a few hours ago, which is testing that low. Oh my goodness. You're kind of a little bit late to the party right now if you wanted to long that double bottom, because you tested the low just a few hours ago at 11.3 cents. And yeah, I mean, that was the long area just a few hours ago, and stop loss beneath the low. Right now, yeah. Because if you do get into a long position on Doge here, the level that you are targeting is the lower highs of the last few days. You're kind of targeting this area. If you're longing the liquidity grabbed from here on Dogecoin at 11.3 cents, you are targeting these lower highs, right? So longing right now is not giving you a great risk to reward, unfortunately. Could you break through here very aggressively? Then obviously I would leave some of that long position. But we're in a downtrend, guys. We're looking for longs when we are downtrending. This long setup, you're trending down, okay? This long setup should have been taken a few hours ago. Because longing right now in the middle does not make any sense. This is trending down. You just form another lower high here, boom, back down. And you're longing here trying to catch the low. It's just, if you want to try and catch the low, you need to catch the double bottom. Just like the levels that I provide here on Bitcoin, if you want to try and catch the low, you want to try and catch the monthly reaction. The monthly reacts and you're long. You don't want to long where we're at right now based on your risk management, based on where you're putting your stop. You've already got the bounce. Right, so this is why we talk about the levels on the higher time frame. This is why we talk about this $60,100. Guys, pay attention to this level, because this level will get a bounce. The question is, will you get into that bounce? If you react to the level, you need to react to the level, because it can slice through like a hot knife on butter. Okay, it can do that. But if it gets a small teeny weeny reaction, you set some alerts. We are ready for this level. I'm ready for the $60,100. This level is going to get a bounce, just like the level that we provided last week here that was going to get a quick bounce. This got a bounce of over $1,000. This is likely going to get a bounce of a few $100, at least to the monthly, which is over a $500 bounce. So if you do get that reaction, you can manage your risk accordingly. You get into the bounce. Your stop loss is beneath the low that has been created as you've tested the low, and you get in and you get out. Right? It's the game is simple once you have the plans. You just need to be there and you need to react accordingly, managing risk. Get in, boom, stop loss here. How much am I losing? 1 to 2%. Okay, that's fine. We got the bounce, 2 to 1 risk to reward, 3 to 1 risk to reward, making 5%. Bim, bam, you're out. And that is it. That is it. But you need to be there in front of the charts. A lot of the times I'm sleeping when these moves happen, and it is what it is. But if you set some alerts, you get the alerts on your phone, then you go to the chart and you check the reaction at that low. It's only one level that you need to pay attention. Only one level. So, set those alerts and bim bam, yes. Set the alerts and just get in and get out. The same as this one that was provided last week. We talked about this and I was saying, guys, this level, once it's hit, if you swing failure pattern, you're going to get a bounce. If you get beneath this low and you get back above it, you're going to get a nice bounce of a few $100. We were talking about a $500 bounce, but it even got a $1,000 bounce. And that was the moment it hit and it got the epic bounce. So this is a very similar level, even a much better level, guys. It is a much better level because it's a higher time frame, higher low. It's not this a small time frame, higher low. It's a much better, higher low. This one right over here. You need to be aware that this level could be sliced through. I'm not saying that this level is going to get the bounce. Okay, but if it does, tap it beneath and manages to get above it, as soon as it gets above it on the lower time frame, you are looking to get into that snipe because your stop loss is going to be the low from that level hit, right? You hit the level, you get back above, the stop loss is going to be the low. As soon as you get the bounce and you recover above the high, you snipe along. And if you get stopped out, you got a teeny weeny stop. And if you get the bounce, you're looking at least for a 2 to 1, 3 to 1 risk to reward, right? If you get a good entry. You need to be quick though. You need to be a sniper. You need to set those alerts. And once you get those alerts on your phone, so you dive in quickly. Sorry, I mean the ascending triangle on the weekly time frame and maybe inverted head and shoulder on BTC. I mean the ascending triangle on the weekly time frame. Oh, ascending triangle, not ascending wedge. Ascending triangle. Ascending triangle on the weekly time frame on Bitcoin. I don't see any. I mean, unless you're looking at this as the highs here, Vincenzo, and I'm not sure what ascending triangle you are talking about here, because on the weekly time frame, like this massive, huge ascending triangle, or you're zooming in on this price action, right? You're zooming on this price action. I don't see any ascending triangle, to be honest, because you want to connect some higher lows, right? And ascending triangle, not really. I don't see it. And on the weekly, and you saying also an inverted head and shoulder on BTC. I can see the inverted head and shoulder, not on the weekly, but yes, on the daily. We can see this inverted head and shoulder on the you could count this as an ascending triangle. I'm not sure if you are talking about this on the daily, where you have higher low support right there, where you are bouncing. You're not considering that this is lower highs. You're just looking at this as a big level of resistance. You're probably looking this at like this as an ascending triangle, and you're looking at this inverted head and shoulder scenario, right? That really has a descending neckline, right? It's not a straight horizontal neckline. It's a descending neckline. So maybe you're talking about this inverted head and shoulder, and I could say that, yeah, maybe this is possible. No doubt. It is definitely possible. We are just at the monthly level. You got the higher low support holding by a thread from these small little higher lows, right? You just got the first consolidation right there, this low. This is where you're at right now with the monthly level at 60,600. So this is no doubt a zone where the bulls could defend. The things will be looking pretty good, especially if you do consolidate here in the next couple of days. If this consolidates in the next coming days at this level, it's going to be looking very good, guys. We like consolidation because what consolidations provide us is proof of support. When we get proof of support based on consolidations at certain levels, that is telling us that, guys, we could get a reversal here. The aggressive downtrend that we've been forming during the last few days, couple of weeks, is probably ending, guys, because we're going sideways. If we manage to hold the $61,000, $62,000 range for the next coming days and start going sideways and start, dancing around, that is when we can speculate very strongly on a reversal, right? Look at these daily candles at this range. You're holding nicely, you're reversing. Look at these ones right over here. You got 3-4 daily candles, bam, you reverse. If you start forming some daily candles here, we can definitely speculate on that reversal. Okay, so yeah, it's something that we want to take into consideration. Guys, destroy that like button because I know that this live stream is going to get 500 likes, and you comment down below. I'm going to give you a Trezor hardware wallet so you can keep your crap altcoins that are in the red, right? Keep your losing altcoins in a Trezor. Keep them safe, guys. You don't want to keep your crap altcoins on a hot wallet. Keep them in a Trezor. So you can give it to your kids, and then they'll open the Trezor and say, oh, look, my dad has given me, he's got some crypto. Let's see how much they're worth. And they're all worth 0 because you've been buying some crappy meme coins, right? Right, legends? Then smash the like the smash. Mike Bennett, thank you very much, my brother, for the insane support. Keep the meme coins. Ghost Levy, yes, sir. What are your thoughts on Mt. Gox on July? Well, yeah, we talked about this at the beginning of the stream. I think this is not good. Is it FUD? Is it massive FUD? There's no doubt they're going to have to start repaying those investors, right? The people that were using the exchange back in 2014 and 15. So 10 years have gone past since Mt. Gox. That's crazy. Almost 10 years already. Pretty crazy. Yeah, they'll be selling. There's no doubt going to be some selling pressure happening here. Will there be enough buying pressure, bullish pressure to get a bounce? Well, this is no doubt bearish. Okay, the Mt. Gox and Germany as well. We got Germany with $3 billion worth of Bitcoin. They could, if they want, they could just send it to an exchange and just market sell. And if they market sell $3 billion, that will likely bring a few $1,000s more of a drop, right? Even easily $4,000 or $5,000. Market orders on an open market of 3 billion. It's a big move, guys. It's a big move. You might get a big wick and fill in some buy orders, but overall the drop is likely to happen. So this is not good news, obviously. Not good news about Mt. Gox, but come on, we got the drop already. What if we already anticipated the drop? What if this is already, right? Because we like how the whales play, right? We like how the whales want to put some pressure on you and say, let's, talk about this news about Germany, Mt. Gox, they're selling. And then this is already front-runned all that news. It's already happened. They've already unlocked those, those Bitcoin, either an OTC and on open market. The fear has kicked in, and that's when the price bounces, right? Just at peak fear. It's classic, guys. This does happen. So I'm definitely considering here, no doubt, this zone to hold as support and consider long positions. But I want to see a little bit more of proof of support, and I would potentially add a little bit more to the swing long position. But I prefer waiting a little bit and adding once I see sign of support to do a 3% max loss if that were to go against me. But I'm not going to add to that position unless I see a big sign of support. Germany had been market selling. I heard they got a lot of crap and probably over the counter from here. Yes, Mike, very much so. Germany, I think, is in a right state. Economy is not doing that well. They're in an insane debt as well. So no doubt that that's in their favor, right? They want to sell Bitcoin. Government wants to sell the Bitcoin. They want those billions of dollars. It's going to do them good. It's going to do them good. They're going to say, screw Bitcoin. I want cash, right? Especially the elderly people. Savage, Stronge, how you doing, my man? Also, where Bitcoin is currently playing. Bitcoin is currently playing around at the monthly and playing around at this higher low support level. We've got a bit of a higher low support trend line. We got the monthly that got an instant bounce. The monthly close and open that we had from April and May. That's providing a little bit of support today. Did it get over $1,000 bounce? So let's get him 100k subs. Mustafa, my brother. Subscribe to the channel, guys, if you want more analysis on Bitcoin and cryptocurrency and a little bit of news as always. Thank you, Mustafa. That is very kind of you. You definitely, you, sir, are a legend. You are a legend. Thank you very much for the insane support. Let's go right away through some other news. Do you know who we have bullish, guys? I've been following this guy for years, and I know many different influencers. He's got over 800,000 followers on Twitter, and he was extremely wrong because about the bear market during the last couple of years, because he was bearish all the way down from $15,000. He was still very bearish at $16,000, $17,000, and he's been bearish until the last couple of months that he's been bullish. And yeah, basically they say that he's a bit of an inverse Kramer. He's 𝗬𝗏 of crypto. I know you guys must know this guy. Most of you do know him, but he's been terribly wrong about the bull market. He's been bearish for many, many months during 2023 and 2024 even, and he's only become bullish the last few months. And he's right now saying that he's bullish and he's buying altcoins. You know, I'm buying more altcoins here. And the people already, you know, saying, you know, come on, you know, stop it, because the market is probably going to go to lower levels. So it's something to take into consideration. If he is bullish, the market might be bearish, right? Just a bit of fun, really. So some curious things. I'm not really a Bollinger Band fan, but this guy here says the weekly closed, the Bitcoin weekly closed with a bearish shaved bottom candlestick below the Bollinger Band basis line. This never happened in 2017 and 2020 to 21 rallies. I am not a huge fan of the Bollinger Bands. I've never used, I understand it, of course, but I've never found a proper strategy. But he says that this never happened in the previous bull run. But anyway, should we take it into consideration? Well, Bitcoin never broke to all-time high before the halving, and it did this cycle. In the past cycle, the bear market, we did not break below ever the previous all-time high, and in this case, in this cycle, we did go down below the highs of 2017. So there's some different things that are happening in this cycle. So it's something that I wouldn't take too much into consideration. Let's talk about bearish stuff. Of course, more bearish things. We do have the Bitcoin ETFs in the US with another bearish week, guys. 7,690 outflows on the ETF. Despite this, okay, we've had another bearish week in June. Despite this, June is still in the green. June is still in the green with inflows. We have the total June has been 9,281. Wow, not like February, that was absolutely insane. 116,000. That was crazy. That was some crazy stuff. Sorry about that, about my head. We got 9,281 inflows in total in June, and The last 2 weeks have been bearish. There's been some outflows, but the second week of June, sorry, the first week has been very bullish. 25,729 inflows on Bitcoin. So still green. Are we going to see some inflows in the next coming weeks in the US? What do you guys think? Let me know. About the poll, let's take a look at the poll here. Is $15,000 Bitcoin coming in the next 1 to 2 years? We got almost 1,000 votes, legend. Absolutely legendary here with the votes. 28% of people say yes, that we are going to see $15,000 Bitcoin again in the next 1 to 2 years. My goodness, there are people, there is 30% is quite a lot. 30% is quite a lot out of 1,000 votes. My goodness, you guys bearish. 72% of people say yes, say no, sorry. They say no, that we're not going to go down to 15K Bitcoin. Legends, remember, if you are interested in trading, you do have bluffing. It's one of my favorite exchanges right now because of no KYC. Just with an email and a password, you can sign up and you have $80,000 deposit bonus. This bonus, of course, is not going to be, you're not going to get this bonus as soon as you sign up. The more you deposit and you trade, the more airdrops you're going to get, okay? So I get people DMing me saying, oh, I got a $500 airdropped on my account. I got a $1,000 airdropped in my account because of my trading. So as soon as you sign up, these airdrop bonuses come automatically the more you trade and the more you deposit, okay? So you get free money for those deposits. And it's another way to support the channel, of course. Guys, it's an affiliate link, so make sure to check it out. Let's talk about some more different stuff that is going on here with the news. We have Japanese public company Metaplanet issues 1 billion yen. I'm not sure how much is that in dollars, in 0.5% bonds to buy more Bitcoin. So that's kind of bullish. There's massive inflation. That I do know. The Japanese yen, as I don't know how much inflation it has during the year to date, but it's pretty big. It's larger than the US inflation, unfortunately. So DXY, please. I'm going to take a look at DXY. Some other things. All right, let's talk bullish charts. Okay, let's get a little bit excited. We do have the RSI is in the oversold territory. I'm not a huge RSI fan. But hey, when we start to get to the oversold territory, we can see during the last 2 years that Bitcoin did get a significant bounce. So this doesn't mean that the low is in here, but it just means that it's oversold and we can start thinking about a reversal happening in the coming days, okay? The main reason why I'm not a fan of the RSI, because I've seen RSIs go below 20 and below 10. And it's like, it's been in oversold territory for the last few weeks. I thought the price was going to get a bounce. So yeah, this is really not, this is a big fat nothing burger short term, but it's something to take into consideration for the next coming weeks. This could be ready to find a bottom very soon. Alt season, this guy is saying, and I do believe so, I am with this guy. He says altcoin season Q3, Q4, 2024, and Q1 of 2025. In between this range, which is in the next 6 to 9 months, we should be seeing an epic altcoin season. This is purely based on something that we have been talking about during the last few weeks, which is the global liquidity index should be getting a bullish cycle right now in the next 6 to 18 months. Bringing big liquidity into the market, okay, potentially trillions of dollars that could help us pump our bags. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section. That are we going to get a massive bullish altcoin season in the next coming weeks, months, because of the liquidity? We can see that the speculation index on altcoins, and I know, guys, I know that you don't like this. Hang on a second. Let me move myself here. Because the speculation index here is at the lows. We're at the lows. Could we be here for another few weeks and altcoins going down? I am buying some altcoins slowly and consistently, guys. This is definitely a zone to start considering to DCA because we're wrecked, guys, on altcoins. We're wrecked, and we want to buy when there's blood on the streets, not when we're pumping. I want to get the heck out when we're pumping. This is why I haven't been buying during the last few months on the pump, because I was saying, guys, I'm not buying the pump because I do believe that the price will get a pullback, and this is what we've been getting on Chainlink. Still in that Chainlink short position from much higher levels. I was predicting that, hey guys, I don't care about this pump here. I know we're going to get a pullback, and I know we'll bottom out and we'll go back above again. And that is when I'm going to start DCAing aggressively. No financial advice. I don't want to come in the next coming months and say, guys, we talked about this. Who is rich right now and who has a huge amount of capital after buying those altcoins? Well, hopefully some of you guys are going to hold strongly during the bear market, right? During this little pullback, not bear market, just a little bit of a pullback here during the last few weeks and maybe next coming months. Funding rates are negative for the first time since May, says Seth here on Twitter. So yeah, there's more people interested in short positions than longs right now. And he says funding rates are negative. RSI on the daily is almost at 30. Well, it is below 30 at the moment, as we just saw with this tweet. And we can see also the fear and greed index is neutral. I mean, that's really not a reversal sign, to be honest. But it's some things to take into consideration, right? It's things that maybe the bottom could be close, right? As he says. I believe so as well. You know what? July has been the most bullish month for Bitcoin during the last 10 years, guys. Did you know that? Apparently, July is bullish for Bitcoin. So, hey, what do you think? We've been bullish all the way till 2010, even before that, on the creation. July bullish, everyone knows. And this is for the US. I thought this was for Bitcoin. Come on, you. Perfect condition for the furious pump ahead for Bitcoin. Their best month season and election. This is for, okay. I thought this was Bitcoin. No, it's not. No, it's not. It is bullish on the markets. So apparently July is bullish. Could we get the Bitcoin being bullish as well? Hopefully, yes. Let's see if we are going to see July bullish. Breaking tech stocks just saw a weekly inflow of $8.7 billion, the largest inflow in history. Massive inflow on tech stocks. This is absolutely crazy. Over $8 billion. When you take a look at the NASDAQ's gone through the roof. NASDAQ is just through the roof. Absolutely insane. This is not, I don't like these parabolic moves. I don't like them because this is obviously this is not going to end up well at some point, either in the next coming months, weeks, or maybe a couple of years. I wouldn't extend it too much, but there's obviously not going to be a good ending to this. So especially when we have interest rates almost being cut, right, in the next coming months, and that usually brings a recession and a market crash. Very difficult. Muy difícil. I have no choice. Legal, make sure that your sell orders are made to benefit the creditors and not to the market sell. Alt season, let's go, says Father Time. Yeah, alt season will come. Let's please altcoin season, says Vincenzo. Yeah, we're going to see an altcoin season at some point, legends. No doubt, okay? It will happen. Altcoin season index is at the extreme low levels. And we are hoping that, come on, they're going to be pumping. Federal Reserve in the US government are going to pump trillions of dollars because we are at the start of a massive liquidity cycle. Let's hope that this is going to happen. My goodness, summer is always boring in crypto because of holidays. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so summer is usually quite boring because, people want to be on holiday, not trading. 50K is possible, says Mustafa. Yes, a hardware wallet, please, says Paloma. Hey, absolutely. if we get over 500 likes, you comment down below after the video. I'll be sending a Trezor hardware wallet, the real one with the plastic and everything. It will be sent officially from the website, okay? I ain't going to send anything. Be careful. You want to get them from the official website. So I'll get the website. I'll pay it on the website and they will send it to you. So you just need to smash up the like button, comment down below, and keep your crypto safe, guys. Be careful with the hot wallets. Legends, thank you very much for the insane support and joining. I will see you in the next one.